Yeah, it's a bit of surreal. The boys have been real good this week. We've sort of got back into the routine of it. We've still got this bug sort of making its way through the group, and hopefully we're at the back end of it now. But we've done a good job managing all the fatigue legs and the jet lag, and the guys have done a good job of staying hydrated and eating right foods, which was obviously a bit of an adjustment too, being in the States. But we chucked in a couple of evening practices to keep the boys up so they didn't go to bed at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and hopefully that helped. And we'll roll into Illawarra with no excuses. Because for the most part we're relatively full strength, aside from Taryn and Taj. We're keen to get back into playing some games.
Speaking of, when are you anticipating, what's the update on Taryn as well on Taryn's situation?
Yeah, both hopeful for next weekend. So we'll obviously keep it day to day, especially with Taryn's foot. The plan is we'll make him a game day decision. So Taryn will travel with us. We'll work him out, and hopefully he's good to go for a couple of spot minutes. We'll see. But again, we're not looking to rush him back, especially considering we've only played 3 games. There's a lot of season ahead of us, and Taj will be the following weekend.
How are you? The update was a baby girl, I think, last week? Or?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so his whole world's changed for the better, and he's enjoying that time with family before he comes back to us and starts winning some games.
How are you going with the travelled exhaustion back into it and being cleared by the investigation, things happening with that?
Yeah, good. Everything played out the way it was supposed to, and as I sort of mentioned with the boys, especially with the travel, there's no excuses. We've done a great job this week of getting our bodies right. Just keen to get out there and start playing.
Speaking of Illawarra, they're obviously a struggling team this season. You guys have only played 2 of them. You've played 3 and won 2 of them. I guess, how does that change going in and playing over in their home court and coming in and having a couple of games?
Yeah, I mean, they'll be hungry, right? And especially on their home court, they've gone I'm assuming they're going to go a good week of practice to try and get back into the winning side of the margin. We're conscious of that. This is not a league where the bottom place team is that far divided from the top place team. There's not a lot that separates first and 10th. So, if you go in with the idea of looking at a team's record to determine what the outcome's going to be, you're going to end up on the wrong side of the ledger. So, Illawarra's got some great shooters. They've got a world-class big in Sam Froling. They go deep into their bench. So we're conscious that this is going to be 40 minutes of focus on the defensive end. Their offense is outstanding, and our defense is pretty good. So it'll be really determined on who's operating the better end of that floor tonight.
But there's been no secret that turnovers has obviously cost you this season. What are you doing to alleviate that and hopefully get on top of those 2 games?
Yeah, I mean, it comes with the style of play for us. We sort of got a high risk, high reward type system, and I encourage it. You can't have one without the other. So, log some more games, bring Taryn back into the lineup. That'll help alleviate a little bit of that. But I'm conscious too. I don't want to start, putting too much pressure on the boys to not take the passes that. There's a big difference between attacking turnovers and just sloppy play. The attacking turnovers I've never had an issue with. The more we do it, the more confidence we build in it, the better it will become. But, if you start getting on them too much too early, they stop taking those passes, and then you don't get those opportunities to score the easy points.
What was the transition like in just leaving the North American trip behind and then readjusting to NBL cricket?
Yeah, I mean, you can prepare for it as best you can. There's challenges that come with it, but I feel like for the most part, the whole staff and us have done a good job of just sort of getting back into the routine of this, and we'll soon find out how well it works.
Just clarifying on Taj, is he out for the baby reasons, or is this injury reasons as well, or just as in why Taj is out, sorry?
Just had a kid.
Yeah. Okay, no, cool. Just confirming, maybe it was something else.
It's not like he's down the road. So.
No, I was making sure, I came late today. The other thing was, obviously I saw news that David Brooks got waived by Washington. You've had a lot of Aussies, in the US have been let go of their contracts. I know you're confident in the team you've got here, but would you entertain one of those guys?
Any Xavier Cooks? Yeah, you can foot half the bill too if you want. That'd be great. Yeah, we'll see what happens. No, again, I'm sure X is going to find an opportunity somewhere else, and that NBA dream is still right there for him. So I'll be surprised if he doesn't get picked up or stay put in the G League and get a call up.
Do you have any update on Trevor? Just on his hand? It looked like he was...
He's all right. There's nothing wrong with him. He's a sensitive one, so we just played with that.
finish up your individual. How have you been and what's the support been like around the group and the guys?
Yeah, great. Like, you know, like this is the end of the day. Like, you know, we got each other's back, and that's what's important. And, you know, us building a team and our identity has always been on the edge, and you know, we don't plan on changing it. And so the front office, the back office, the community, yeah, this is a great group, and it's good to be part of.
Just can you speak a little bit on Josh Roberts' impact on the team? Obviously, he didn't play the first couple of games this season, but played in the US. Just talk us through how important he is to the team and what he offers.
Yeah, I mean, in a game where we were down 50 points, he's +2 on the box score, which is pretty remarkable. You know, it's hard to do. So, you know, we're still trying to get him to play the professional game. You know, there's some old habits that he's used to that, you know, you can get away with, you know, like playing mid-majors, but you know, he's getting there, he's learning, he's very coachable, he's high energy. You know, if we need to get some rebounds and get some blocks and, you know, get some rim running, we'll definitely look to him. But I think with everybody at the moment, between Meninga and AK and Wardenberg and Josh, you know, it's hard to pick from. And really, we're just going with whoever's got the momentum of that night. And, you know, AK was fantastic, I thought, for us in Brisbane. He was great in that Washington game, and then Josh showed it in the Toronto game. So, you know, first in, first serve, best dressed, and we'll go with whoever's rolling.
And that was all fine to play?
Yeah, he's good. Just had a little sore on his bum, so it's cleared away, and he'll be good to go.
Well, and how about Ken Dennis? I think he was expected to come back this week. His shoulder all okay.
Yeah, and like I said, perfect timing in the sense of being away and guys being able to do their rehab plan. So, you know, aside again from Karen and Taj, you know, we're full strength. Aside from like the small little nagging things that professional athletes have, we're in a pretty good spot.
Well, for the Illinois game, we've just been locked in, just on schemes and just coming out hard, coming back for the NBL games from the States. You know, we had a little jet lag, but we worked through it for the past couple of days. We've been practicing hard.
Obviously, turnovers has been a big issue for you guys. Do you think you've done enough to get over that hurdle?
Yeah, definitely. By now, my body's almost adjusted back to Australian times and being back over here.
Being from the US, how awesome is it to play against NBA guys?
Oh, it was incredible. I got to see like my whole family. Everybody got to come to those 2 games. So it was a good opportunity for me.
And you step up to sort of playing professional now. What are the differences you've noticed in the last couple of months from college?
Oh, definitely paying attention to detail. Just like the little things, not even too big. Like the speed of the game, maybe a little bit. Because guys are bigger and stronger. Because everybody's a pro, you know.
Have you found you guys are gelling more now that you've played 5 games together as a team?
Yeah, I definitely feel like we're gelling together. Every practice is just coming together more and more.
And you yourself, you've obviously, it's only been a couple of games back from your own injury. How have you felt personally?
I feel good. I feel my confidence is high right now. So I'm just enjoying coming back and being able to play and try to win with my brothers.
Who's been valuable on the squad as like a teammate that you've sort of been gelling with really closely off the court?
Some of everybody. You know, Taj, he's been helping me a lot, like on the court, just like being in the right place, just telling me things. You know?
How about now that Taj hasn't been here a couple of weeks, have you been sending congratulations on the baby girl?
No, for sure. I definitely got to do that for him. I got to congratulate him.
How far are you off from kids yourself?
I don't know, to be honest. Hopefully a couple of years.
What did you learn, I guess, from the American trip and I guess playing with someone like Peyton?
Like where?
Playing with Peyton, like what was that like?
Oh, it was good. It was good to have like an NBA vet basically come and just play with him, get pointers, and just hear things and his point of view on things. It was good.
Was there anything you learned from him, I guess, in the way the game's played or the preparation side of things that you brought back?
Definitely both. Like the preparation that goes into it, you just can't overthink it. Just go out there, play basketball, have fun. It's the same game we've been playing our whole life.
I was going to say, what's Fordey's feedback been to you the last couple of weeks? His main sort of pieces of feedback to you as a player?
Well, to me as a player, just to play my role. You know, come in, play hard, bring energy, rebound the ball. Just basically do what I've been doing and to continue doing it.
And there's confidence still there among the guys despite losing those 2 games in?
Yeah, no, for sure. It was just a learning experience for us, you know, growing pains, but it's going to end up helping us in trying to win a championship here.
Is there anything particular that you guys learned from that experience that you're going to take back and put into practice or put into the games?
Definitely. Just the adversity, you know, getting down and how you respond to it, trying to win out this quarter and that quarter, just little things like that.
Back to the Snake Pit on Saturday night. How excited are you?
I'm really excited because I haven't got to play in the Snake Pit yet, so I'm excited to make my debut in front of
being on NBL's top 10 next week. Maybe.
Yeah, hopefully. That's what I'm going for. Yes, sir.